Welcome back to Movie Minute with Crommentary. Comment your favorite genre. Today we're gonna be talking about my top 4 on Letterboxd. First off is Blue Velvet, directed by David Lynch. Blue Velvet came out in 1986. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. My first Letterboxd review is pretty long. My second one, I got to see it in a theater and it was absolutely amazing. So, needless to say, you can read my review. I just think it's one of David Lynch's best films. Abnormal for him is normal. That's where he starts the bar. My second favorite movie on Letterboxd is the movie Amadeus. Amadeus was directed by Milos Forman, and it came out in 1984. I also have a very long Letterboxd review that you can read, but I just had such a personal link to this movie. It makes me so emotional every time I watch it. And the first time I watched it was at an outdoor screening in Italy with a ton of other people in the audience, and it was just an insanely, probably my best theater experience ever, even though it was outside. 5 stars on Letterboxd. My third movie on Letterboxd is a movie called Big Fish, and it's directed by Tim Burton and came out in 2003. I've seen this movie more times than I can count, for sure. It's something I revisit almost every single year. One of my favorite directors for sure, Tim Burton, and also another one of my favorite actors, Ewan McGregor. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. It takes place in Alabama, and Alabama is actually where I'm originally from. So growing up, I identified with the story of leaving home and things like that. It's just a great coming-of-age story, a great story for people who are looking back and are very nostalgic on a lot of things, or if your grandparents told you crazy stories when you were younger. My fourth and final favorite film on Letterboxd is Before Sunrise. Before Sunrise came out in 1995 and was directed by Richard Linklater. Now, I've always been a huge Linklater fan. Richard Linklater's other films like Before Sunset, School of Rock, Boyhood, Dazed and Confused. He makes movies that I personally love because they're a lot about connection and community. I also am a sucker for a good romance movie, and this movie is the most romantic movie of all time. It's up there with 500 Days of Summer and things like that. Destiny. That's all I have to say. Also, it's a trilogy, which is even better because you get so much more out of it. Put your top 4 movies on Letterboxd in the comments. Feels good to be back. I'll see you guys later.